Hello, and welcome to Ready Readers again. I'm ready to read. Are you ready to read? I hope so, because we've got a great book today. This book is called There's a Dinosaur on the 13th Floor. Look at this tall building. This is called a hotel. And there's 13 floors, and on the top, do you see what's on the top floor? You're right. There's a dinosaur on the 13th floor. This book is by Wade Bradford and illustrated by Kevin Hawks. And I want to ask you a question too before we start. Usually when people go to a hotel and it's dark at night, they are very, very tired. And I was just wondering what you do before you go to bed at night when you're tired. Do you pick up your toys, and do you clean up all around, maybe have a little snack, and then when it's time to go to bed, do you find a little blanket and cuddle up? Or do you have a little lovey to sleep with? Sometimes you can do that. That kind of makes you feel cozy. And some other things to do before you might get in bed is you gotta take care of yourself, so you gotta brush your teeth. Brush your teeth with me. Shh. You gotta wash your face. Wash your face off. Wash it, wash it, wash it, wash it, wash it. And then by then I get so tired, so I can take a great big yawn. And stretch out. And then once I yawn again. I go, oh. Can you yawn with me? Oh. I think I'm ready for bed. But let's find out what Mr. Snore is going to do first. This is Mr. Snore. And he is going to this hotel, and all he wants to do is find a nice, quiet room. So let's see what happens. There he is. The taxi dropped him off. He's on his way. He went inside, and he goes into the hotel, and look what a nice fancy hotel that is. Welcome to the Shermore Hotel, said the bellhop. This is the bellhop. That's the man that works at the desk and helps you with your luggage. You must be Mr. Snore. Let me show you the way to your room. The sooner the better, said Mr. Snore. I am very sleepy. Very sleepy. Here you are, said the bellhop, room 104. Sweet dreams, Mr. Snore. Mr. Snore thanked the bellman, got ready for bed, crawled under the covers, and switched off the light. When he turned off the light, he was about to lay his head upon the pillow, and he heard a squeaking sound. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Hello, front desk. This is Mr. Snore in room 104. Somebody is sleeping on my pillow. Do you see what it is? It's a little mouse. Squeak, squeak. Oh. Yes, that would be the mouse, said Bellhop. I believe he had a very long day. Well, so have I, grumbled Mr. Snore, and I do not wish to share a room with a mouse. He didn't want to share his room. He just wanted to go to sleep. So the bellhop led Mr. Snore to a room on the second floor. Sleep tight, Mr. Snore. He's going to try that one. He's already got his jammies on. Mr. Snore crawled into the bed and switched off the light, but just as he was falling asleep, he felt a rush of cold air. Whoosh. Mr. Snore called the front desk. Someone is hogging all the covers. Who's in his bed now? A pig. Oh my goodness, that cold air must have been the pig going. Remember, it's called the Share More Hotel. I don't think he likes to share, though. That would be the pig, said the bellhop. Shall I bring you another blanket? Mr. Snore said, no, I want another room. So the bellhop took Mr. Snore to the third floor, where there were no pigs or mice to be found. Mr. Snore kicked off his slippers, crawled into the bed, and was just about to close his eyes when drip, drip, drip. Oh no. He called down again. Sorry about the leaky ceiling, the bellhop said to Mr. Snore, and he marched past the ocean view on the fourth floor. So they went all the way up. They walked past the ocean view because you can see all the little fish in there. This time, declared Mr. Snore, I will find my own room. So what he did was he found one on the fifth floor. I don't think you will like this room, whispered that bellhop, unless, of course, you are fond of... He's going to have to like... spiders! Quick, said the bellhop, to the elevator, and they ran to the elevator. How do you feel about bees? Said the bellhop. The same way I feel about spiders, said Mr. Snore. Please skip the sixth floor. The seventh floor was too hot. The eighth floor was too cold. And the ninth floor, do you think it's like Goldilocks, where one was too hard and too soft and this one's just right? No, the seventh floor was too hot and the eighth floor was too cold and the ninth floor was just giraffes, said Mr. Snore. The bellhop smiled. Would you care to guess what's on the 10th floor? On the 10th floor, look at that, the giraffes are so tall that here's their bodies on the 9th floor. So he thought their bodies might be on the 10th floor. But no, they weren't. Hamsters! Where are the rest of the giraffes? Look at the giraffes, their necks are still so long. They're going up the 10th floor and they're going on to the 11th floor. On the 11th floor, said the bellhop. Then I will stay on the 12th floor, said Mr. Snore. Look at all these hamsters running all over. Who could sleep with that? I don't think I could. So they went to the 12th floor. Hey, it's empty, said Mr. Snore. No one ever stays here, exclaimed the bellhop. Perfect, said Mr. Snore, and he laid down and he shut his eyes. It does tend to get a little bit noisy, said the bellhop, but Mr. Snore was already fast asleep. And then he heard stomp, 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 gurgle, gurgle, swish, swish. And that was all on the 12th floor. And do you remember what was on the 13th floor? It looks okay. Mr. Snore rang the front desk. I cannot sleep with all this noise. I'm going to find a room on the 13th floor. Oh dear, said the bellhop. On the 13th floor there's he didn't wait to hear what was on the 13th floor. Mr. Snore hung up. So Mr. Snore did not wait to hear for the bellhop's warning. He went right up to the 13th floor, and what do you think was there? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, this looks nice. There were no mice, and no pigs, and no penguins, and no snakes, no spiders, nor dolphins, no bees, and no giraffes, not even a hint of a hamster. Nothing but a giant room filled with a giant bed and a giant pillow. Huh. That's interesting. So he walked in, and look at these giant house slippers, the bunny slippers. Do you remember what was on the 13th floor? I do hope Mr. Snore will be all right, said the bellhop. Ring went the phone at the front desk of the Shermore Hotel. Do you think Mr. Snore's calling? Nope. Hello, this is the Dinosaur on the 13th floor. Somebody is sleeping on my pillow. The bellhop sighed. Ugh, that would be Mr. Snore. He said he's had a very, very long day, and he was snoring so much, and he was so tired. And do you know what the dinosaur did? See, he was in the bathroom brushing his teeth like you do before you go to bed. But do you know what this nice dinosaur did? He went all the way down 13 floors down to the lobby, and he slept in the lobby so Mr. Snore could sleep. Wasn't that nice of him? What a very kind dinosaur on the 13th floor. The end. I hope you liked this book. I love sharing it with you. Bye.